All right. It is live at 5:10. Technical difficulties there on my end for sure, but that's not going to stop us from giving you all the goods. If this is your first time here, welcome. We're going to do a community breakdown in Davenport, Florida today. And, the guests that we bring onto the show are rock star agents that are on my team, and they're specialists in their area. And that's how we're able to cover these areas. So it's not glam, it's not glitter. We talk about that all the time. It's going to come from here. Like my boy Joshua Willis today, he's going to give you the goods, everything that you need to know. Yeah, tell them what we're looking at today, man. Wait, hold on. Whoa. Today we have on Mr. Josh Willis.
Oh, got to get my clap in.
Gotta get it. Gotta get it.
No, so we're right outside the town of Davenport. Still in Davenport, just we're not in town. You still got that old school look with all the trees around. Kind of looks like you're out in the middle of nowhere, but you're actually really close to everything in this location as far as shopping, theme parks, hospitals, grocery stores. We're at Horse Creek at Tradewinds.
Man, they have like 5 communities that sound the same.
And so originally there was 3 to 4 builders out here. A couple of them have already finished up, and they're getting really close to being finished as far as the single family homes. Land C still has about 30 homes left to go. Adams still has quite a few. And they're actually starting the townhome phase now in the back of the community, which is going to be Taylor Morrison and D.R. Horton. But today we're going to talk about Land C. They got about 30 homes left out here. They can all be closed by June, July. They have some great incentives going on with these homes because they're getting so close to being finished. So you got some 4.99 interest rates or $20,000 in flex cash.
or, or that's the key word there. We'll talk more about that,
Yeah.
but go ahead.
And because they're getting close to being finished, you can also make offers on the homes, which that's another big thing. When these builders get close to being finished, they want to get these homes gone.
Yeah.
So you can be a little bit more aggressive with your offers, and they're not always going to take them, but they're more likely to take them now than if they were first starting this community out.
Yep.
But you're going to have
100%.
about,
And as you can see, the roads are wide enough for 3 cars to fit through at the same time. You got a car parked, you got
yeah.
you, and then somebody coming the other way.
And it's kind of 2 sides of this community. You'll see there's like a little bridge coming up soon, which takes you to the other side of the community where the townhomes and there are some single families over here as well.
Yeah.
But you're going to have about 300 homes altogether out here. The HOA and CDD you will have, because they do have some amenities out here as far as like a pool. They got a playground. You got a cabana. So the CDD is going to be about $176 a month, whereas the HOA is going to be $50, but that will include high-speed internet.
That's the second one today we were talking about. Most people will, they'll get upset about the CDD or the HOA fee, right? Like, let's just say, $100 maybe, or sorry, like this, you said 170 for the CDD. What was the CDD?
176 for your CDD.
So 176 for CDD, and then it was like 50 or 60 a month for the HOA.
Yeah, $50.
Yeah. So 225, but people will pay easily $100 on high speed internet. And I tell you what, chances are you're going to get Spectrum out here. You may start off at $75 with Spectrum. They're notorious for kind of creeping that price up a little bit. I would say $100
Oh
on
yeah.
average is about what you're going to be spending. So, I mean, everything else is just paying for the amenities that you do get, which you'll be seeing on the screen here.
Yeah, and with Land C, as we said, they are getting close to being finished. So the options that they're going to have are all 4-bedroom homes, and they're all either going to have 2 to 2.5 bath, but they do vary pretty big in square footage. You got 1,500 all the way up to just under 3,000.
Cool.
So got a couple different options.
Check out the amenity
And
center.
with these homes, you're going to have your microwave, your stove, and your dishwasher included. There are options to where your refrigerator and washer dryer get included, but that's not all homes.
Hey, whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm going to pause you right there really quickly. I love what you're bringing up right now because, people are going to want deals, or sometimes they reach out to us and like the deals, that's what they're talking about, right? Like deals,
Yeah,
how do deals come, right? Deals, you can get overall price point, which really, if you're financing, chances are it's not really going to help you out as much as you may think, right? Shaving 15 grand off of the price of a home, it's not that much of a dent in, the overall scheme of things. The
yeah.
payments,
It's
that's
not.
a
It's
big
not
deal,
going to
right?
change
So
your.
going
Not
from a
going to change your
7%
payment
interest,
much.
what was that?
Said it's not going to change your payment much having 15 grand off a home.
Going down to payment now, right? Now that we're talking about payment. And now if you can save 500 bucks a month, that to me is a deal, right? I would rather save
Yeah,
500 bucks a month than save 100 bucks a month because we saved 15 grand on the overall price point, right? So going from a 7% interest rate to a 4.99, like, 5 6, we probably get you 600 bucks there. Last but
yeah.
not
That's where your
least,
huge break's going to be.
that's where your huge break's going to be. But last but not least, it's saving money out of pocket. That's huge, especially in a place like Davenport where most people are wanting to live near Orlando and save a little bit of money. You're probably not a high earner and you just want to be near Disney. I would say saving money out of pocket, right? So the 20K flex cash is huge because you can apply that to your closing cost. You can really, to be honest with you, the way they utilize that 20K, a lot of that's going to go to buy your 4.99% interest rate. So you still might have some money to pay at closing. That's not your down payment. But you were talking about the appliances that come with, right? And you're like, there's some
Yeah,
instances where there's a refrigerator that can be thrown in there or a washer and dryer. Like to me personally, if I can negotiate that for you, that's a huge win. That is a huge win. Like that's going to save you 5,000 bucks, right? To get your appliances, that'll save you 5,000 bucks on top of the moving, fees that it costs you to move from Arizona to Florida, wherever you're coming from. So these are little nuances that, somebody that's experienced like us can help you with.
yeah. And like you were kind of touching on, I mean, as far as Davenport goes, most of the time, the people we deal with, the reason they're wanting to come to Davenport is they want to be close to those things like Disney, Universal, but they don't want to pay those Orlando prices. And that's exactly what you get with Davenport. You're still really close to all of it, but you're paying a fraction of the cost as far as you would as if you was trying to move into Orlando.
Check that out. From this community right here, there is the possibility of a 28-minute drive to Disney, right? Now, of course, it varies depending on traffic. You see all this red right here? Nightmare. This is a nightmare. But I will say this area right here is really growing in. This Champions Gate area is really really growing in right here with new things, new restaurants. It's being close to this is awesome. I would say Posner Park's kind of the where everybody usually is going to for your shopping and stuff. Be on the lookout for this area right here. I think that's going to really blow up in a
Yeah,
good
this
way.
this whole area is blown up. I mean, for the people coming, depending on what industry you're in, I mean, you got brand new firehouses that have popped up if, that's your career path. You got a whole bunch of medical centers close by, dental, which is really blowing up. I mean, you go on indeed.com, stuff like that, dental hygienists, dental assistants, dentists. I mean, they're going crazy right now, and there's a
And I feel
bunch of
like in
brand new
every strip
offices
mall that
opening.
you see some sort of dental office in there.
Yeah, and you're also really, really close to a bunch of schools in this area. You've got the Davenport Elementary School that's like 9 minutes away. You've got the high school, brand new, 9 minutes away. And you've also got Boone Middle School, 11 minutes away. But also, you have Davenport School of the Arts if you're wanting to get into like the charter system. It's also 9 minutes away, and that's a K through 8 school.
Yeah. Got a phone call today about somebody interested in a charter school, right? And how that works, especially for people that are coming from out of state. It's interesting, right? Had the majority of these charter schools are on a first come, first served basis, and then there's a good handful of them that want you all to test in. But I will say this, you do your research, like give them a phone call, and so you can check on who does what. And it won't hurt you to put your name on the list as long as there's no sort of fee that's involved with it. But make sure you're doing your research on that.
Yeah, and I can talk from experience on Davenport School of the Arts that it's not a school you got to test to get in. It's more of a first come, first serve, get on the waiting
Yeah.
list, and that's how you get into that school.
Yep. Yep. All right. Anything else that we want to touch on with this community before we go to the home tour?
No, that pretty much covers most of the questions that are frequently asked about the area.
Okay, cool. Now, throughout the process here, I'm going to talk about how they actually go through their building process. These are all going to be specs in here, but I don't know. I think like last year, 2023, I think I've had three clients close with this particular builder right here. So I'm pretty familiar with like how they operate and like where they stack up compared to some of these other builders around. So what are the specs on this home before we, go all the way in?
So this is going to be your Sebastian model. You got a two-story home. It's going to be 2,536 square feet. It's going to be a four-bed, two and a half bath, and they do have a loft as well.
We're going to see that. We're going to see what kind of loft they have. All right, let's get right into it. This will be your garage typically here, people.
Yeah, and these homes also come equipped with what Landsea calls the Apple Home app, which is going to give you the technology to, work your AC thermostat, light dimmers, garage door, all that kind of stuff from your phone or their little uh, iPod unit that they put in these houses.
Yeah, if you don't know how to use that, we'll take care of you guys. It's just beep, 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 beep. Pretty easy. But look at this open floor plan right here. This to me, I mean, where they stack up with other builders, it's a move up builder. It could potentially be a dream home builder, but I will say this, in this community, I would treat it as a move up builder, right? I would say
Yeah,
they build the same product in other communities, but they really they spruce it up a little bit with some of the finishes that they have, and they give you a little more variety. But at the price point here, you're going to be saving quite a bit. You can get this same model somewhere else for a lot more money here.
yeah, you're going to look in the 350 to 450 range in this community. And like we said earlier, because it is getting close to being finished, all these homes are going to be spec homes from here on out.
Right,
That's why they can all close by June, July.
which is huge. So this is what do we have here? Half bath. Got the wood
Yeah,
looking
this
tile on the ground, which is
yeah,
nice.
this
I
home
mean,
is all the bells and whistles, all the upgrades.
of
You're
course,
going to
yeah.
have your 6 by 24 tiles throughout the open areas.
Yeah, and a lot of
And
this stuff won't be standard in the home. What they're doing is they're showing you, like he said, all of the belts. They're showing you a lot of the finishes that they do have. But one thing, they will put these finishes in their spec home. So you may not see it the way it looks right now, but you may have this type of tile and maybe a different type of cabinet. Got six people in here, three likes. I'm gonna find you. I know I was late today, so maybe I deserve three likes. It was totally on me. You see this thing right here? You see this thing right here? Not working. It's squeaking too. I need WD-40.
yeah, like you were saying, big open floor plan. They're going to have the recessed can lights all throughout the home. Big island. I mean,
Big old island,
that's a
man. This one
that's
and
a
their
really
Vero,
good
they
size
they have
island.
big islands.
Yeah, yeah, that thing is huge. I did a double take of that a couple times while I was in there.
Now, one thing to note is this particular model. Yes, it has the covered lanai, and there. I don't know if my client is out here watching right now. If you're somebody that wants a pool in your backyard, this lanai pokes out from the home. So it's gonna take away from some of your backyard space, right? And they do have another model where the lanai is kind of flush to the home, which gives you more backyard space. It's a very small detail, but something to note. It's like when we learn about things or we get the aha moment, we'd like to share it with you. It's a very small detail, but figured we'd share it with you. And
Yeah, but
no, the pavers
the
don't come
co-
as your grass.
no, they don't. But the covered lanai is also really big because you'll see a lot of the two-story homes with a lot of these builders. You just get the little slab. You don't really get a covered
Especially
lanai
at this
with them.
price point. Yeah. So at this price point, they are, for me, if you're shopping in Davenport, I think it's a great buy. I really, really think it's a great buy. You're going to see just a uniqueness in the flow of the home, right? We're talking about something that's like you said within the $400,000 range, right? Like you're gonna be right there with some of the other entry level builders, and they're gonna look a lot. They're gonna look pretty plain.
Yeah, for sure. So you get upstairs, and you immediately have your loft. I mean, some people are going to like it, some people are not, because you do have to cross through the loft to get to each side for the three bedrooms up here.
Yeah. Nonetheless, you have a loft, right? So I would say, or so what are they? I'm pretty sure I know what the answer is, but what are they asking for a deposit? Like, what's their requirement right now?
Uh, it's it's kind of hit or miss. I mean, it's the 3.5 for the FHA, the 5% for conventional, 20% for second. But there are instances where they can negotiate that. They obviously got to get with management, blah blah blah. But we can do our best to negotiate that and kind of help our clients out.
Right. So what they're trying to do as your deposit is pretty much put your whatever your down payment is as your deposit, and that can kind of fluctuate a little bit because you have to remember a deposit is really not like a mandatory. I mean, you should put a deposit down, and I'm pretty sure you can't get away with not putting a deposit down. But if they say, hey, we want 3.5% down right now, as far as the deposit, it's not your down payment. Like those are things that we could probably get some wiggle room in, right? Nothing's ever guaranteed.
Yeah,
I
for
always
sure.
say that, like there's a community in Wesley Chapel where it has a line of 80 people waiting behind you, and and they were asking for 10% deposit, and we were trying to shake the tree a little bit, like 10%. We feel like that's a big deposit, and they're like, "Look, buddy, get in line. Like we don't need to, go to management for you." They were just kind of rotating people, but it just really depends on the interest in the community. Ah, Mike, I knew Mike was in here. What's up, Mike? How are you, man? I love Mike. He's an awesome guy. Awesome family, by the way. Man, I can't wait. I have a story, and it has nothing to do with Mike and his contract. Love you to death, man. Today I had a crazy listing appointment today, man. Never in my
Yeah,
life
man,
have I had that
I
happen to
heard
me.
about that. I'm kind of puzzled myself. Like curiosity
Yeah, I
killed
had
the
a lot of
cat.
people calling me too, man. It was pretty much nuts. Let's just say for those of you who are out there, I'm not gonna say it. It's we'll talk about it whenever we know things have calmed down, but I got the listing.
Now, is this how you would set your room up here?
Yeah, kind of, man. Kind of. Those are old irons and drivers though, man. We're gonna go with the new kind of, the stealth. We're gonna soup it up, man.
So tell me your thoughts on the different colored closet doors they've had. I mean, they had the black in one room, you got the white in this room,
Yeah,
and
I
it's
totally missed that one. I'm pretty sure they're doing it to show us that they could do that. I'm gonna stick to the white closet doors for right now. I gotta go back and take a look at that.
I'd say the best for last. We got the master that we're going into now. Not the biggest we've seen, but still a pretty good size.
Mike, I'm not putting that on the screen, man. It's not bad, but he's funny. He is a funny dude. We have we yeah, we're getting through it, aren't we, Mike? All right, you keep on commentating, man. My bad if I'm getting steered away here.
As you see in the master closet, they've got your little units over there where they'll have like the wireless internet hookups, so you don't have wires all downstairs in your house. You got
Yeah,
pretty
they
cool
have nice
shower.
showers. I mean,
I
once
I
again,
really
we're
like the
talking about
overhead.
what was that?
I said I really like the overhead that they got there.
Yeah, could you imagine? I don't have an
I,
overhead. I just have one that comes out from the wall, sprays me in the face.
I would feel like I was somebody if I had that.
Let's um let's talk about let's be upfront with these people, right? Like for the inventory homes right now, you said that July time was kind of when they're going to be closing, or
Yeah,
was it May?
no, June, July, pretty much all inventory homes that they have left, they can close by June, July.
Cool. Perfect. I
So
love
they're
that.
all
All
getting
right,
really
so
close to
this is
being
going to be
finished.
perfect. Go ahead.
They're all getting really close to being finished. This
Yeah,
is kind of their
it
closeout
sounds like
phase.
they are. I'm sorry, I got a little echo. I wish. Oh, you ran right to the sales rep. He's like, "What are you doing here?" I think I know that
He
guy,
was
by the
actually
way.
he was actually coming upstairs to get on the phone with management to work a deal. So they are willing to work out here right now.
Let's go. Let's go. Um, so I would say that this would be perfect for somebody that plans to move in the summertime. So if that's you, it doesn't have to be this home, it doesn't have to be us, but something to consider, right? Like good deals aren't really homes that are always going to close right now. Sometimes you have to, you have to kind of be ahead of time, especially in new construction where, um, things could close further out. And sometimes you have to lock them up ahead of time right here. Yeah. What do we got? We have four people. We have five likes. I like that ratio. I like that. What did I just do? Look at this. I'm having some crazy technical difficulties today, aren't I?
Just you just were mesmerized by all the trees and ponds, so you wanted to make it bigger.
But look how easy I can fix that right there. All right. So let's see here. What else do I want to talk about with these people? Anything. I want these lives to be interactive. Like, I want you all to jump in on these lives. I know a lot of you watch them on the back end, but it will be a lot easier if you all were to ask questions or anything like that and we can respond to them. But I'm trying to make sure that we're touching up on everything for you all, right? Like what it costs to put down, or what a deposit is versus a down payment, those types of things for those of you who are on the newer side to purchase. Obviously we want to cover the proximity and the price points. Oh yeah, let's talk about that real quick. And I know they're negotiable at the moment, but what are the price points for a Sebastian like this right now that's going to be closing June-ish?
You're going to be looking around the 430 to 440 mark for the Sebastian. Uh, it could get a little higher, if they had all the upgrades, but like we said, they're all going to be inventory now, so they're going to be choosing everything, which is going to, bring the price down a little bit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And if we can get you those appliances, that'd be huge. Shaving down the price isn't going to be crazy, to be honest with you. And remember, like, if you ever want to learn about like how to utilize this 20K, which it's not something that we, the agents, really consult you on. What you're going to do is get with the lender and find out what the best way is to utilize it, because they may throw it all at your interest rate to help your payment, or they may say, hey, you have a good credit score, we can give you a decent interest rate. Let's use it towards your closing costs to save you some money. But I don't want to overcomplicate it, to be honest with you. At the end of the day, we want you all to be able to see this community and, you know, see what we have available for us.
Yeah,
You
we
got
also
anything
get
else
a
for
lot
them?
of questions. Yeah, we get a lot of questions all the time about these communities. Our clients will tell us, I don't want short-term lease. I want to get to know my neighbors. This community here is minimum 7-month lease. So you're not going to have to worry about Airbnbs and all that. You're going to have long-term tenants. So that's always a plus for a lot of people we talk to.
Hey, Nubian, thank you for checking in. How are you liking Florida so far? We'll give it a few minutes for you to respond. Yeah.
That is also
What
going to
else,
be
man?
another
Like,
phase of
yeah.
townhomes as well.
What's that?
The lot we just looked at, you can see where they've developed it a little bit. They're going to be putting more Taylor Morrison townhomes there. So
Oh, okay.
even
In this
though
community, Taylor
even though
Morrison's
they're
going in?
almost Yeah, Taylor Morrison and D.R. Horton both have townhomes going in right now. Right now, they're all the way in the back, but they will have some up front as well. So even though the single families are almost gone, they're just getting started with the townhomes.
He says, I'm waiting for a live on Lakeland and Winter Haven. You guys probably did those lives already, but I'm kind of late to the party. Actually, later in the week, we have a Winter Haven one. I think we're going to be doing that on Thursday, so be on the lookout for that. But thank you for stopping in. And Lubian says she's loving Florida. How is it hard to love the Sunshine States? It's warm out right now, isn't it? It's freaking hot.
Yeah,
All
and
right,
also
well,
kind of
that
touching
is
on the
it.
last question, anybody out there that's looking for a particular area, particular communities, I mean, drop them in the comments. We're always out and about, and we'll take that into consideration when we're going out there shooting our videos.
Mike Mitch Fit. Mike Mitch Fit. I'm balling out of control. I need a Taylor Morrison tier 3. Tier 3. Thank you for stopping in, Mike. We can help you out with the Taylor Morrison. See, this is what the lives are all about. Look, we got people chiming in now. I
Oh, yeah, I
love
love it.
it. I love it. Let me know too. Hey, really quickly while I have you all in there, is 5 o'clock too early? Is it too late? Like, do we need to do these? Like, what time of day works for everybody? Obviously, this is Eastern Standard Time. Everybody's not here on Eastern Standard Time. We're gonna get you some Lakeland videos. We got you on Lakeland and Winter Haven. We got you.
Both beautiful places. We
Yeah,
get a lot of
I would say
questions on
Polk in
those as
general.
well. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Polk in general has a lot of natural beauty in it. The only downside to Polk, and just giving you all some honest game here, is that like a city like Davenport, for instance, this is an old city. Like this, unlike some of the areas that are kind of surrounding Disney, like the north part of Disney, maybe even a little bit of west of Disney, and in Wesley Chapel, where you're seeing all of the development, where you got north and south of Tampa. Polk's an old city. It's been around for a long time. Polk, the county. So there are a lot of older pockets of homes around. So you see all of this beauty here. Oh, that's gorgeous. You got the lakes. Like, let me rewind back and show them where the lake. Look at this. You got all of this water here, but then you also have this, right? That's a section of mobile homes. Like that is just what it is. Now, it won't be there forever. You might find some areas that don't have that at all, but it's kind of hit or miss with that. And it's obviously, whoever dislikes it or likes it, it's totally on you. But something that we want to be very transparent about, and something that we get feedback from clients about. And some people are totally okay with that. And there are parts of Polk that have newer infrastructure, like there wasn't a lot of development. Nubian, one of them is the north part of Lake Alfred where you are at. As you can see, there's just a lot of new out there. So, something to keep in mind.
Yeah, there's definitely
All right.
something for everybody out here.
Mike, don't do that to me, man. You scared me, buddy. No, we appreciate you for stopping in. We'll still get you that Taylor Morrison tier 3, dude. We got you. Tier 3 Taylor Morrison, that's a good one. We're gonna get you a good Taylor Morrison on. All right, so that's it, man. 8 people in here. We really do appreciate you. Hopefully, you all are subscribed, so you don't miss a beat here. My area is full of lakes, both sides of the main road. It is. I like your area a lot.
I love that area.
Yeah, it looks gorgeous. Yeah, do us a favor, hit the like button, chime in on the rewatch if that's when you're watching it, and let us know what we can do for you. At the end of the day, we want to just answer as many questions for you as you can. If there's a particular lot that you want, he has a drone, I have a drone, other agents have a drone. We'll fly that thing around. Like we'll do. What do we need to do? Soil samples. Like let's get this thing done.
Give us some
All right, man.
suggestions. We love that.
Yeah, we love suggestions. Okay, cool. So we will catch you all on the next one, and I promise you, the next one, I'm gonna have a microphone that's gonna be working just fine. All right, I'll let you guys go.
Later.